There will be time when the world will be mine, all mine. But until that day, I shall be patiently waiting. Until that time, when the world will be mine. I stood there, patiently, outside my college, motionless, waiting to ask her out. I was in euphoria, thinking about the best pickup lines. Ting tong, ting tong. My mama shouted, Mahaveer, get up! And she just crushed my sweet dreams. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and anyone whose beautiful dreams have been crushed by angry, annoying, and agitated moms. Good evening. I was 4 years old when my parents and I were traveling through Cubbon Park. My dad stopped his vehicle near an ice cream parlor. Looking at the ice cream parlor, some weird kind of joy rose in me. I asked my papa with pleading eyes, Daddy, can I please have the ice cream chocobar? His immediate reply was, no, you are sick and it's not the right time for you to have an ice cream. After a couple of years, when I was around 7-8 years old, in a party, my cousin came to me and told me about how delicious, delightful, and tasty the ice cream chocobar was. Temptation made me run like Piti Usha towards the ice cream stall. And as soon as I got the chocobar in my hand, my grandfather caught me red-handed and told me, Mahaveer, you have tonsils. It's not the right time for you to eat the ice cream. I used to see my friends, relatives, and other people having ice creams. And they pitied at my remorseful condition. But finally, one day, my tonsils were removed. And the doctors told my parents that give him ice cream morning, noon, and night. I was on top of the world. My cousins who got to eat ice cream only 3-4 times a week, but I got to eat ice cream 3 times every single day for the entire month. Talking about time, Slumdog Millionaire portrays how an uneducated and unkempt chaiwala, tea maker, in search of his love, meets thousands of people through this great show called Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. We see a radical displacement that is from rags to riches as he keeps observing keenly and imbibing knowledge through his surroundings. And finally, he encounters his lost love through the telephone. And his wait was meaningful and it paid off. Moving on, the great personality Stephen Hawking, who studied in Oxford University, London. He was a scientist there. He, at the age of 21, suffered from a terrible, terrible disease which 1 in a million get. The doctors told he doesn't have sufficient time to live, and his chances of survival were very less. But he took the right decision at the right time and got a treatment done. And after his treatment, his whole body was paralyzed. He couldn't speak. His fingers, his body took weird shapes. Nobody knew him in the world now. He was written off from the world and everyone forgotten him completely. But he did not lose hopes and he patiently waited. Finally, one day, with this advanced computer machine, he processed his thoughts and wrote a book. The book was published when he was at the age of 48, and it was called as The Brief History of Time. The book sold around more than 10 millions of copies, and it was translated to 35 languages. He was renowned all over the world by now, and he is considered to be one of the greatest legends of our world today. The New York Times called him the great man with his great mind, took us through a mind-boggling history of time. Now we can see that all of these three incidents had one thing in common, that is the chaiwala from the Slumdog Millionaire, the Stephen Hawking, the great Stephen Hawking, and tiny Mahaveer. All of them learned a very important lesson in life. That is, if you wait for long enough, you will get success. Again, I stood there, motionless, outside my college, waiting, in real this time and not in the dream, waiting to ask her out. I could come up with the best pickup line, and today she is mine. So when we were sitting in a park, that time I kept singing the same song with her next to me. There will be time, and the world will be mine, all mine. And until that day, I should be patiently waiting. Until that day, I should be